Could you please mention your company and your function in the company?
My name is Kevin Bromber, and I'm the CEO of myDevices. And what we do is we develop IoT platforms. And what that is that in the world of Internet of Things, you have devices and gateways. That's the hardware that sits at the edge, and it feeds data up into the cloud. And the way they get there is through what they call connectivity, so coming through, let's say, something like LoRa. But all that has to go somewhere, and that comes into an IoT platform, and that's what we've created, is an IoT platform where all that gets added together, and we make them all talk to each other. So it's a combination of those three things, and we make it very easy to do for developers and for companies to easily create IoT projects.
So you've chosen the connectivity to LoRa lines. Could you explain us why?
So, one of the questions always is, what's LoRa, and how is it different than maybe something else, or how does it complement in the world of connectivity? And so, there's different ways to connect. So if you go to, let's say, Starbucks and you want to pay something, you take your phone, you put it there, that's called NFC. You get in your car, it's Bluetooth. If you're at home, of course you have Wi-Fi. And if you're driving, it's a cellular connection. And if you're in the middle of the ocean, it's satellite. But there are certain applications for Internet of Things where those types of connectivity protocols don't work. So like out in an oil field or an agricultural environment or inside of a building, so LoRa bridges that gap, and it's a very important technology to solve real problems in the world of IoT.
You say we look back, but if we look forward from now on to next year, where will we be?
So it's going to make more sense to people a year from now. Right now, it's still a little bit confusing to people. When an industry first starts, it's almost like a puzzle or like a broken glass. It's all chaos. And the job of guys like us is to pull it all together so that it makes sense. So a year from now, what you're going to see is instead of somebody just kind of talking about it, you'll be able to walk up and see an example, a use case, let's say inside of an oil rig, where you'll see the dashboards and the dials, and you'll see the return on investment, and the use case will be clearly spelled out, and you'll see that across different industries. So a year from now, I think that's probably going to be the big difference between now and then.
And right now we're in 2016, Barcelona, the Mobile Congress. What's your feeling?
It's amazing. I've been in technology now for 20 years. Maybe longer, I'm not sure, but there's moments in time. So I remember when the internet first came out and people are like, what is that? And then it became, it's very exciting. We're at that same moment with the Internet of Things. So people are hearing about it. The average consumer probably doesn't realize what it is, but the impact that it's going to have on the entire world is significant, and you see that with examples like Uber. Uber, for example, could not have existed without the Internet of Things. You've got a phone, I've got a phone, you have a GPS sensor, and so does the driver. And so it's the connection of those two and an IoT platform that ties that together that makes that possible. And so it's not just going to be in that type of industry, but it'll be in agriculture and smart buildings and that type of thing. So it's an amazing moment in history.